Hey everyone, welcome back to the Whoopi Studio. So today I have a bonus episode for you guys. Me and my friend Rachel are going to be talking about some Nintendo games that you guys should probably check out on Nintendo Switch. So yeah, my friend Rachel Campbell's here.
Hello.
Hi. So we both like Nintendo Switch. We both have one, and we like playing games on it. So we decided we each have five suggestions. So we're gonna combine them, and hopefully you guys will. If you guys don't know what to play on the Nintendo Switch during quarantine, or just if you're bored, you'll know what to play. So you can go ahead and say one of yours.
All right. As you know, probably one of my absolute favorite games is Pokemon, and the most recent Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch is the game Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield. So there's two versions. Anybody who's been playing in the Pokemon franchise for a long time knows that every game comes with two different versions, and each version has slightly different Pokemon to collect so that you can trade with your friends. So like I have Pokemon Shield, and if you had Pokemon Sword, we would be able to play through the same story, but we'd each collect slightly different Pokemon, and then we could trade with each other to get like the full set. It's a really fun game. There's also a DLC available for it that expands into some new areas and gives you some new functionality. And that DLC is coming out with another installment that I believe is opening up in September. So there was already a DLC that happened in June, which really made my summer quarantine lots of fun. It was the Isle of Armor. You got to go to this like dojo and fight all of these people and get a special like kung fu Pokemon and train him up. And the next part is the Crown Tundra, and you get to go in all of these like dark, mysterious layers and catch a bunch of new Pokemon. It's going to be a really fun time. I'm very excited to see what they continue to do with the game. It's really fun, and even if you are brand new to the world of Pokemon, it's a great starting game. It really sets you up with all the tools you need to enjoy a game that's been going strong for over 20 years.
Yeah, yeah, pretty cool. So pretty much my one of mine I wrote down is this isn't specifically to Nintendo, but Minecraft. I have the DVD,
Okay.
and Minecraft is like outside of Nintendo a lot, but I played on Nintendo, and um, Minecraft is a really good game if you like to explore and build. And this is similar to Animal Crossing in a way, except Minecraft's bigger so far. You can do more in it, but Minecraft, it's building and it's really fun if you just like to get hands on with different things. So yeah, so you can go ahead and say another one of yours.
Okay. So this is a more obscure title, and it is a remastered game that was originally on the 3DS, but they recently made a collector's edition for Nintendo Switch, and I'm really excited about it. It is Rune Factory 4. So, have you heard of the game Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very similar to Stardew Valley, but it's got more like anime-styled characters, and you've got like a bunch of different weapons and magic that you can use, and you basically start the game and you've lost your memory, and you find yourself in this magical town where you build up this farm and you explore these dungeons, and you can befriend these little monsters and help them have them work on your farm. Are you sensing a theme here? I like games where you get to have little monster friends. It's a good time for me. But you also get to make friends with all of the people in the town. You can choose to get married to one of the townsfolk if you so desire, but you don't have to. And you get to discover the mystery of what's happening in this magical kingdom and with the dragons that run this area. It's really fun, has beautiful art, and I loved it on 3DS and I love it on Switch as well.
Yeah, pretty cool. So another one of mine is Luigi's Mansion,
All
and
right.
so I love the Mario games, but I like that Luigi has his own game to himself. I'm a big fan of the action. I'm a big fan of action games, and I think that I don't know. It gives you I don't know. think an adventure video game is always going to be good because it's different than going at your own pace. It's just I don't know. It's a little bit different, but I really like Luigi as a Nintendo character. I'm glad that he has his own game to himself because Mario has a lot more games, but I think eventually Luigi will have a lot of games too. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So my next one is actually one of the first games that came out for the Nintendo Switch, and it's a classic and one of my favorites. It's Puyo Puyo Tetris. This is a puzzle game. You and I have actually played it together
Yeah.
before, so you know that I love this game. It's just a classic puzzler. If you know how to play Tetris, you know how the Tetris works in Puyo Puyo Tetris. If you've played Puyo Puyo before, or alternately Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which plays by the exact same rules, you know how these games work. They're very classic. Match the things together, get them lined up, and then the blocks disappear and it explodes, and you feel cool. And you're trying to not get the guys stacked up to the top, or you lose. But it has a fun, very silly sort of story mode. There's a couple side story modes. There's also a couple of challenge puzzle modes that merge Tetris and Puyo Puyo together in very interesting ways. I like puzzle games. I like being challenged. And the art is really pretty and fun. The voices, not fun. They're very loud, very grating. I usually need to turn the volume way down when I'm playing this game, but it's a really fun multiplayer to play with my friends. I very much enjoy Puyo Puyo Tetris and highly recommend it.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. So another one of mine is, and this is a lot of fun. Mario Kart overall, every
Mm-hmm.
version of Mario Kart has been pretty good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the newest one, I'm pretty sure, on Nintendo, and it's pretty much just a racing game. You get to pick your own car, your own wheels, and your own tarp. So I think it's a lot of fun to if you just want to relax. It's not super competitive, but it's still like you have an object that you're trying to accomplish, and I think it's a lot of fun for anyone who likes racing games, and you get to have a lot of options with it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mario Kart is a classic. It's a favorite in our house too. My next one is more of an indie title, but it's one that has picked up a lot of steam in the Nintendo community. It's the classic game Undertale. Undertale is a RPG style game where you play a human child that has fallen into the underground, and you deal with all of these monsters and you play through the story, and it's really hard to explain what's going on without spoiling the game. But the really unique and exciting thing about this game is how much choice you have in this game. It is possible to play through this game killing absolutely everything. And it is possible to play this game without killing anything. And a mix of the two. And the game knows what choices you have made and it remembers. And it's just a really fascinating take on sort of story games and the idea of all of these games where you're the hero and you're just kind of going through and you're like killing all the bad guys, you can save the day. And it really sort of questions that, like, is killing all the bad guys really what we're trying to do, or is there a better way to be the hero? It's a really fun, interesting game, and it's pretty in a different way. It's got those sort of classic pixely graphics, and I think those are really fun. And it's gained enough popularity that Sans, one of the characters, is actually going to be a DLC character in Super Smash Brothers, and the creator of Undertale actually was invited to do music for Pokemon Sword and Shield, which was a very big deal. So it's a really fascinating game. I think it's like $10 on the eShop. So it's a really inexpensive game. A lot of big titles for Nintendo are like $60. So if you only have a couple bucks and you want to sink some time into an interesting little RPG, Undertale is a great one to spend some money on and dive into for a little bit.
Yeah, sounds pretty cool. So my next one is this is like overall, Nintendo has a great selection of sports games, I
Mm-hmm.
think, and you can find them all over. So they have instant sports, and you can have it for a free demo, which is fun. Pretty much, they have bowling, they have soccer, and track and kayaking and baseball. So pretty much all the regular games. And it's great. I don't know. It's great. It's different. It's feel like I mean Wii U has a great sports collection, but Nintendo's is I think a little bit. It's a little bit different. I think that Mario and Sonic Olympic sports game is really good, and overall all the sports games on Nintendo I think are a lot of fun. So
Yeah, awesome. Well, I imagine you're not surprised for my final one because it's the game that got me through a lot of my early quarantine and probably going to get lots of Game of the Year awards, I think, for Nintendo games for 2020. Animal Crossing New Horizons has been so much fun. It's the same basic premise as every Animal Crossing game. You are a villager, you arrive in a new area. In this game, it's a new little island. You have your animal friends. You set up your island. You can customize it the way you like. You do a lot of little chores. You can build stuff. You can buy new clothes. You can customize your person. You can give all of your little animal friends stuff, and it's it's just charming. It's charming and cute and fun, and it's a great distraction. It's sort of like a kind of a zen exercise, because there's not really a goal to it. You don't ever really win Animal Crossing. You just kind of do the things you want and make the thing how you want them to be. And so it's just a very satisfying experience to just get on here and sort of visit your island and do the stuff that you want to do. And it's just been a really lovely, peaceful way to spend some hours during a stressful year. So Animal Crossing has definitely been one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games in 2020.
yeah, yeah, sounds. If I've played it before, and it's a lot of fun, and it compares to Minecraft in ways, the exploration part of it. And while you can do more in Minecraft, Animal Crossing gives somewhat of like a more cheerful vibe because they always welcome you. Everyone's so welcoming, and I like that you get to interact with people. It makes you
And you
feel.
don't get killed by creepers.
It makes you feel like you're on a true island. I feel like it's more. It's I don't know. I think it's very peaceful. My number one spot goes to Overwatch. And this one I really like Overwatch mainly because I don't. I feel like it's different than. I mean, I think like you can kind of compare it to Fortnite in a way, but
Hmm.
Overwatch, I think it has a lot of different aspects to it that make it a fun game. And I'm not going to go quite into detail, but I think that it's. I don't know. It's not hasn't gained as much popularity now, but you can do a lot of stuff in it. So, and I really enjoy playing it. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Who do you main on Overwatch?
Well, I haven't played it for a while, but so I'll have to check in on that. But
All right.
um, anyways, so I hope you guys had a good time listening to these. I'm hoping that you are able to have some Nintendo games to play. And as the school year comes around, make sure you're still doing your schoolwork, but make sure you always have a lot of time for fun. So, anyways, thanks everyone for watching the studio, and bye.